Alright, so I sat here for 15 minutes or so just trying to get frost off all my windows, and it's pretty much clean now, but man, it took a while. I'm going from a Walmart in Island City, which is next to Grande, and heading to heading east somewhere into the sun. I forget the name of that city already. Something powder. White powder? Is that right? It's so similar to White Pass. Ah, God. White powder probably. It's a small town. The library hours are not even written down. I can't even find where they are. So it's really, it seems unlikely that they even have a library there. It looks like it's just going to be a place to stop and rest or whatever, and then go. But I'm going to look anyway. I'm just going to take a look. Wow, that sign is really shaking up and down. I suppose the autocorrect will make it look like it's stable. Oh, it was a cold one last night. Can't see out my rear windshield, but I can see out my side mirrors. I gotta take a left at this highway, but it was cold last night. Car seems to be doing okay. Welcome to Grande. But it wasn't, I could handle this cold. I had all my blankets on and I felt good. Just, I got a problem with eating now. I don't eat very good. My stomach hurts frequently now. The past 3 days I found something to hurt my stomach. And now I'm wondering, is it the dehydrated potatoes? I was gonna make them more my daily staple, but I think they might be hurting my stomach now. And I really want to eat a lot of food and a lot of carbohydrate-y type food just to keep my energy up, get through this cold. Because I weigh the options. It's either try to eat less and freeze, eat less to be cautious for my Pendleton. No. Okay, the next left. You take 2 lefts. All right. Yeah, either eat less and freeze, or eat more and risk stomach problems. And Baker City. Yeah, I'm heading in the direction of Baker City. So this left. And I'm kind of tired of eating more. I'm older, and my digestion is weaker, and it's more of a struggle to process all this extra food for the winter. Every year it's probably going to get more difficult. Either that, or I need to have more digestive stimulants. Focus on digestive stimulants to make up for my body's aging process, and not, because it gets harder to keep warm as you get older. Everything is so cold. When you're old, things feel cold more often. Just your blood circulation's reduced. Everything is, you got more protein bound in your tissues, and things aren't working as fluidly. I don't recall ever having problems with keeping warm in the winters of Wisconsin, but now it's a struggle. I actually get injured too. I get cold hard spots on my face. Man, that sun sucks. I waited too long again. It's such a balance. I want to wait and let the sun melt my windshield, but I'm heading east, so I'm driving into the damn sun. And for like a half hour too. And I don't want to wait. I'd like to get to the library when it opens. I like hanging out at libraries all day. Even though I got better things to do. The range is beautiful. What the heck? Since that sun is nasty, Oh, I hope that wasn't a cop. Maybe I'll just toss this camera off to the side and not face that damn sun, because that mountain range is amazing. It's you can see all the erosion happening off in the distance, and it's that way on this other side too. You can see a lot of hillside being eroded just because of the lack of vegetation. It's just amazing. That cloud is hiding it pretty good now. Maybe I could throw this back up, but that cloud isn't going to last forever. So yeah, I didn't really do too much in Grande. There's a museum, Hot Lake Springs Union County Museum, exit 265. Exit 265 for a museum. Why can't they have it more in the city? Like, I want to go to some out-of-the-way place to get to a museum. Exit 265. I don't believe that's White Powder. White Powder is a different exit. White Powder exit is 285. You're going to put a museum at 265? No way, I'm not stopping there. Museums have to be close to or somewhat close, or at least a museum has to be in the same city as a library. That's the type of crowd you're trying to attract. If you don't have a library, don't bother putting a museum. That's my opinion. But it does say you turn here for Grande. I don't know. I didn't see the museum. I didn't really look too hard, I guess. Grande is pretty good sized. Oh well. A lot of these darn museums close all winter, like in Pendleton. Open back up in February. Or in Prosser, where it's closed for renovation. Or they're just closed indefinitely, like in Olympia. The state capital had to close their state museum. Chain up area. So yeah, my stomach's been giving me problems. I bought a whole bunch of herbs at this bulk herb place. I got some allspice. I never bought allspice before, but since I'm eating more or drinking, North Powder 20 miles, Baker City 39, Ontario 111. Ontario. Alright. So yeah, I got a bunch of herbs. I got Damiana. They might pronounce it Damiana, I don't know. Maybe I'll angle this a little bit. Angle it away. Try to get away from that sun. I like Damiana. I believe it hurts my stomach. But I like Damiana because it's a testosterogenic. It'll boost that testosterone. I also got oat grass or oats, oat shavings, elk sign. So I got 2 testosterogenics, but it's kind of balanced a little bit with basil, right? Rest area at 2 miles. Basil kills the sex drive. I also got pumpkin seeds. I went to that, the herbal store, and then also the grocery outlet had pepitas. Awesome. They're roasted, salted pepitas. They taste great. I mixed them in with my raw pepitas, which are pretty much pumpkin seeds. I don't know. I think people might sell more if they're called pepitas as opposed to pumpkin seeds. I don't know. But I mixed the raw with the roasted, and it's a good mix. I'd love to mix more of the raw sesame seeds with roasted sesame seeds. That's a good combination. Do that, no problem. So I prefer the pumpkin I'd rather eat the pumpkin because I need to feed my stomach. Once again, I believe orange feeds the stomach, and I think I need more orange to try to keep my stomach. I had my type of breakfast this morning, which was pretty much dates. I got dates at the grocery store for a good deal. I think it was a good deal, and no problems with my stomach. It almost seems like my pancreas is messing up. It's the middle burner. I mean, I've had stomach pains, and they're different. It's in the same region, but different. And everything's all close by together. It really could be the pancreas or the gallbladder. Either way, you feed the pancreas with dates. Dates rejuvenize. Dates feed and strengthen the pancreas. And they're a good deal at the grocery outlet. The problem with them entering Chas Reynolds Rest area. Okay. I wonder if the bathrooms are unlocked. They should be. But yeah, dates feed the pancreas. Highly recommend that if you got weird stomach disorders. So I'm eating those. I got a bunch too for a good deal. Like, I don't know, $5 for a pound or something. They taste good. It says they're grown in California, which is amazing to me. I've never seen a dates farm. I don't know what the date tree looks like. I'd really love to see a tree blossoming with the... Well, I'd like to see the tree with the flowers, if it's got flowers, and then also with the fruit. There's so many types of foods out there. We don't have a clue what their origins are. Where do they come from? Like I saw a picture of cashews on 9gag. Cashews are like the seed of a fruit. People eat the fruit of the cashew, but we tend to eat the seed in America. We call them cashews, but they call them cashew seeds in the country that they're grown. What does the fruit look like? I think I saw the picture. But it was interesting to learn that, and it got dark all of a sudden. I don't know. That's, wow, storm clouds or what? It got dark. I turned my camera. I'll keep it in this position. It's a little concerning. Deep in the... Now, I think this might be kind of a canyon. This might be called going uphill right now. I'm learning what a canyon is. A canyon can be applied to this area. People, like, there's roads named after canyon, like Deal Canyon and Dead Canyon or something. Oh my god, I'm really going uphill. I lost all my power. Canyon. A canyon has to be a deep valley or something. I used to call this all valleys, but you could call it a canyon too. I think it needs a trickle of water to be a real canyon. I think a canyon like in the desert. Not around here, but this is semi-arid. This is a bit of a desert anyway. So there can be canyons in Oregon, just not the way you think of them with the Rio Grande in the desert areas around the steppes. Steppes and canyons go together for me. Canyons in Oregon now, that's a different way of looking at things. Man, I'm losing power. I am losing so much power. I wonder if that truck wants to pass me. He might. It's 55. I'm losing a lot of power because I got so much crap in this car. I've been thinking about pulling my passenger seat out. I want to pull it out. This one guy suggested it, and I think he suggested it for sleeping, but I need room. If I'm going to stock up on food, I could really use that room. I feel a little pressure on my ears, so I really did some serious climbing there. And man, is it warm. So now it's starting to decline. Just unzipped 3 jackets and I got 1 more to go. So that's interesting. It's a unique. You know, I seen slippery elm. So slippery elm grows around here. That stuff grows fast, and it's edible too. I like chewing on it. It's like consuming marshmallow. Make tea out of it, and it's soothing. It's like when I injured my stomach, that was the one soothing thing I could consume that gave me energy, just a slight bit of energy after starving for a week from suffering. And it actually did not hurt my stomach. Slippery elm does not hurt the stomach, but it can weaken the stomach if you consume it too much. So you don't want to do it too much. And it'd be interesting to learn more about in Valley Forge when George Washington relied on slippery elm to feed his troops for a while. They were really struggling. They were eating the bark off trees. But slippery elm's not too bad of a bark. So it grows on the east coast too. It's spread out throughout the nation. It's a pretty hardy type of vegetation. I never seen it at all on the west coast. You got to get more inland because it soaks up a lot of water, I believe. And the seeds are supposed to be edible too. You can make like an oatmeal out of them. And I had a few opportunities to give that a try, and I did gather them, but I just didn't have the courage to make. You gotta like process the seeds like you do, like you're chafing oats or chafing wheat, any of the grasses, the grain grasses. So it's got that. You gotta let them dry out, and then just kind of let the wind blow those shells off, those light little shells, and then eat the seed inside. I never really did that. I just kind of sat on them and had them. But yeah, the slippery elm goes straight to seed in the spring. It's amazing. What plant goes straight to seed in the spring? That's a very unique tree. I mean, the whole thing is edible, and it gets large. It really grows big. North Powder in 11 miles. I really have a love for slippery elm. It's really a great tree. And people cut it up. People cut it down. The tree loves living next to people. It loves stirred soil. It grows best around cities, but unfortunately, we're so chemically laced and polluted in the cities that it's unfortunate. I bet the pioneers were eating slippery elm, the seeds and the bark. I bet, people wonder, how could those pioneers live back then, kind of off the land? Well, it was easier because it was cleaner, even around the cities. They didn't use all the chemicals like we do now, make it scary. All the dirt and the filth. You can see on this road how dark the snow is from all the pollution and stuff. We're just, it'd be better trapped in the ground, but we gotta now spew it into the air and really make a mess of the earth. Make us more reliant on farms who say they're clean and organic and stuff. The best way to eat though is right in the wilderness. Although I'm not seeing any slippery elm around here. It's mostly evergreens. Okay, there are some trees that have the leaves fall off. I would love to see willow. I mean, I think willow should be as hardy as slippery elm. The further inland I go, I move. It's a lot of prairie look though. A lot of prairie. Trees are sparse. Trees are in, I guess you could call it a canyon. Small canyons. Trees grow best in small canyons. Pretty much. There's a lot of wind. Today's a windy day. Wind! So There's sparse trees, and you can see them just line up something. They're probably lining up against either an underground spring or a above ground river, creek, something. Well, there are some that are growing out by themselves, just all by themselves, hoarding the water as best they can. This is still area of tumbleweed. I guess if you know, the whole southwest is kind of a desert anyway, so yeah, it's quite a strong desert landscape. No man's land in the summertime. Oh my God, there's a cop up ahead, and his lights are on. I need exit 285. 285. Exit 285. I don't believe it's before this cop, though. I got a long drive. It said 11 miles, probably a few miles back. It's exit 278. Alright. So this cop is on a run. He's got somebody pulled over who was speeding, probably. Makes me a little nervous, but I'm going the speed limit. So, yeah, those geese were very entertaining last night, watching them try to land. I find them more entertaining than fireworks at night. They scare easily, and they wait to the last minute to land, and you can see how cautious and careful they try to land. Is that even a cop? Oh yeah. They're very cautious and stuff late at night. They'll stay in the air. They know they won't run into anything. North Powder, 6 miles, Baker City, 26. So that semi got pulled over. That's tough. So it's called North Powder. What did I call it? White powder? North Powder. With the library that really, it's marked on the map, but Google Maps has got it wrong in the past with other cities marking libraries that shouldn't be there. And it looks like North Powder is another one of those mistakes that I just can't correct. I don't know the truth until I actually get there. And this area is supposed to be colder. The temperature is actually colder down this way further south. But it's manageable. As long as it doesn't drop to zero. If it drops to zero, I'll have to make big jumps. Just to try to get away from that. I just need more consistent 20-degree weather. That's all I'm looking for. If I can hover around 20, 30 is more ideal. 30 is comfortable with what I got for gear. I think my sleeping bag, though, is getting a little weak. It's a few years old. It's getting a little weak, I believe. I sewed it in half, and it's just designed for my knees to my feet. I just use it for that. It's folded in half. It's getting a little weak. And it's one of those sleeping bags rated to 40 degrees, so it's not very strong anyway. Ideally, I'd like to get a bigger one and then sew that in half like this, just for my feet. Have one rated to like 0 or something. That might be really too hot. I don't know, yeah, 40-degree sleeping bag may not be so bad. If I can maintain good temperatures, stay in areas that have good temperatures, maybe it won't be so bad. Yeah, overall, I think my health is doing pretty good. I got this apple cider I mixed the ginger and the allspice with, and it seems to be working out pretty good. It's a good flavor. It's not killing me. I much prefer the ginger and allspice with the apple cider rather than just add apple cider vinegar. It just, I don't know, I was suffering from a hurt stomach a couple months back, and I mixed apple cider with the vinegar, and it seemed okay, but I need more variety. I'm looking for variety in my diet as best I can, and herbal supplements do it. I'm also a little concerned about eating fish. Is fish messing up my stomach too? My heart has never been better, but now my stomach is getting problems. Is that 280? It says 283. So at 2 exits, at 285, I gotta make my turn. And the car's holding up good. Exit 285. So more variety with spices is nice. Huge. Walmart's still kind of expensive, but Safeway the prices for spices have gone up extraordinarily high at Safeway. I spent a fortune. My food stamps are near zero because I bought spices at Safeway. It was a big mistake, because I see it at other stores are just a fraction of the cost. I don't know why. It's like $5 for just a little canister of spice. Blew a lot of money. I don't know if they're really struggling, or if they're trying to take advantage of our ignorance of what spice prices should be. But I can't be making a habit of that. North Powder Haynes in a mile. Alright. And then, yeah, I know. I want to look at my map here. I'm almost there, so now I want to clarify. Alright, I take a left on River Lane, and then another left on E. Left River Lane, left E, Anthony Lakes. So yeah, right here, left on River Lane, left on E. 2 lefts. That's it. I see a water tower. I believe the library is next to the water tower. Maybe. I didn't study that map very closely. Okay, is this stop gonna hit me all of a sudden? It looks like it's a short one. Yep, it is kind of short. Going downhill, short. I really gotta jump on the brakes. What the heck is this? Oh, for cows. I hate those things. They were worse on the dirt road though. Okay, now left on E. Left on E, and then I'll see it on like the right side. Welcome to Bumfuck. It's 600 people, and they're supposed to have a library. It doesn't make sense. I'm figuring it's not going to be anything, or if it is something, it's going to be very small and extremely limited hours. There's an elk, so I'm looking for E and F, and then yeah, I don't believe it's F. EF, what is that? That's an old building. Probably a courthouse or something. Oregon Trail Road, E. That's an old building right there. AB Hudson and Son Dry Goods Grocery Farm Implements. It's all closed down. Okay, so now there's supposed to be a library. Here it is. It looks like it might be closed. North Powder Library. closed. They got a closed sign, so it's saying that they close